Babble with Ben.
So, everybody, welcome to the show, Silver Venom. Very nice to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me here, Ben.
It's an absolute pleasure, absolute pleasure. What have you been up to today? You did some shopping, you were telling me, yeah?
Yes, I went to the JB Hi-Fi. I bought some cameras and a microphone because I'll be streaming, I'll be making music, doing assignments, and possibly playing games.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What, have you got a Twitch?
Yes, I got a Twitch, but since I'll be probably doing streaming as my part-time job, I will be streaming on YouTube and Facebook too.
Oh, sweet. So we can find you as Silver Venom, yeah?
Yeah, so
Cool. We'll put the links on your Insta.
Sweet. Thank you.
So you've been producing now. I checked out your SoundCloud and you've been, not SoundCloud, your Spotify. You've moved up in the game, hey.
Yeah.
You have been producing now for about 5 years, yeah?
Well, actually longer. I started producing when I was like 12, but I wasn't really like serious about it. I just did it for fun. But then after a certain time, so basically like year 12, I did IB in high school. So during that year 12, I couldn't really like pursue engineering. So I just like gave up on that and did music. But like I was supposed to do music in 2017, but I couldn't do that because I didn't exactly get my diploma.
Yep.
Yeah, so to get my diploma, I went to Malaysia. I did my diploma in games art.
Yep.
And now I'm doing my degree in music.
Oh, cool. So you've really sort of tried a few different fields at this point, engineering and game art.
Yep.
How would you describe your sound as a producer?
My sound, I would say it was mostly like thick, bassy, very... It can be played in clubs and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so stuff like that. But I like going experimental or like collaborating with like many of my artists and friends. Yeah, it's fun stuff.
Sweet. I had a listen to your Spotify and I noticed that there was quite a bit, there's a lo-fi track in there, I noticed.
Yes, there was that. It's called Numb at 4 a.m. or something.
Oh, yeah? Is there a story behind that?
Well, there was. Like the picture you saw, it was a picture of my cat and me. That cat was one of my favorite cats. I like 2 cats when I was in Malaysia. But the black cat basically jumped out of the window and died.
Really?
Yeah, she just jumped out of the 14th
She all
floor.
right?
I have no idea. But yeah, she just jumped out of the 14th window. As for my other cat, she's with my ex. So
Yeah. So I definitely hear that thick and that bassy sort of sound in your music. It's not quite dubstep though, is it? Not quite traps, not quite dubstep. How would you describe it?
Well, I'm not sure exactly what genre to like put it in, but I would mostly say like for like the reason I came into music production is because I'm not really an emotional kind of guy, you know. I don't know how to like be empathetic with other people and stuff. So my only way of letting it out is through music. So I write it out, so that basically kind of, you know, goes with the flow of my mood. Even my old music, probably they're like either future house or even like progressive house, because that's how I felt during that time. Then in the certain bits, they're like dubstep and stuff. Even though the dubstep, they have a certain pattern, you know, that keeps you feeling in a way. That's what.
Yeah. How would you like people to feel? What do you reckon people are going to feel when they listen to your music?
Well, people can feel anything they feel like, because no one can feel exactly the same as how you feel, right? So what you put as an art piece is your piece, but how others listen to it, what they think about it is on their own. That's nothing for you to do about it, you know?
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Who would you describe as your heroes? Have you got like some people that you really listen to their productions and go, wow?
Well, I have a few. One of them, of course, Flume. Of course. Second one is Fitch. He's one of my favorite artists. I actually have a podcast with him soon.
Oh, amazing.
It's for one of my assignments.
Yeah.
Fitch, and then there's Getter. Have you heard of Getter? Yeah, okay. So he's like a electronic dubstep DJ, but he also goes with another name called Terror Reed.
Yeah.
He raps and he makes like old school boom bap beat.
Yep. 90s style.
He's like 2 different versions of himself. And I think those were 4 people. I think the fifth one, I have too many, but
You can't have too many.
Yeah, if I were to choose, I would say like the music that got me into music production. That would be Swedish House Mafia.
Yep.
The
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. What do you use to make your music? Do you use Ableton or Fruity Loops or?
I use Ableton Live. Currently, I have Ableton Live 11,
Yep.
so I use that for my plugins. I mostly just use Serum.
Yeah.
Even the
Yep.
bases, everything is made in Serum. I just like play around with a few low pass, high pass, stuff like that.
Mm.
Play with the EQs, and I get the sound I get.
Yeah,
It's mostly
sweet.
just experimentation and having fun, you know.
That's great. I've been meaning to play. I do a little bit of music production too, and I keep on hearing really good things about Serum. I think maybe 10 years ago, Massive by Native Instruments was doing
Yeah.
something similar, but now it seems like everyone's saying, "Yep, Serum is where it's at."
I mean, I use Massive too. I used to have it in my old laptop, and it's a great plugin. But if you were like more focused on sound designing and stuff, Serum has way easier controls and everything. Like even for Massive, I had to like look through tutorials and like learn every knob and stuff. But
Yeah.
Serum is literally just there for you, you know?
Sweet.
Yeah.
The perennial question: is it Mac or PC?
PC, please. I'm
PC
sorry.
all the way.
Yeah, PC all the way. I mean, Mac is great. Mac is great for like design, architecture, and like stuff like that. But I'm like, me being a gamer, I cannot say yes to a Mac. I was stuck with a Mac for 4 years, just producing music.
Yeah.
My friends were playing games. I was just making music. That was sad. So now I got on Windows. I'm finally happy. I can make music. I can play games, etc.
Yeah, it seems that if you're a gamer, then the Mac is just not where it's at.
Yeah, but if you're like really focused on like business, PPTs, presentation, Mac is a great choice. It does well for you.
Sweet,
Yeah.
sweet. So, how are you finding your experience here at Box Hill? Because you started studying here just this year, is that
Yeah,
right?
just this
Yeah.
year.
Cool. What are you
I
studying?
think-
Which course are you studying?
I'm studying Bachelor's of Music Industry, the new course.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so but I'm majoring in music production, and I'm doing two minors, which are um, music business and audio production.
Yeah, sweet,
Yeah.
sweet. How are you finding that? Are you finding everyone is sort of getting used to being back on campus again? Or I guess you can't compare it to last year, though,
Oh,
can you?
well, I'm not exactly sure because like I graduated in 2020, yeah, from Malaysia. So after that I took myself a gap year. So I just came here recently. So I had never had like online classes, nothing. I was just home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Oh, sorry.
Sorry. So like people did say like online classes are like annoying and like it's hard, but for me I never really experienced it. So for me I still like enjoy the physical classes.
Sweet.
Mm.
Did you find what was Malaysia like during the peak of COVID, or what is it now? I mean, I don't know very much about it, even though it's really not that far away from Australia.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how Malaysia is because I don't like really keep up with the news. But like the last time I heard, there was sort of the flood near I lived.
Hmm.
Yeah, so flood and like there was peaking, but now people are going out slowly. Even the theme parks and stuff are like opening up. So I think it's lessened down, but the government there, actually government everywhere is kind of like here and there.
Well, I'm glad we're not alone in that situation. Hey.
Yeah.
So when was your first time coming to Melbourne? What?
I came to Melbourne on 22nd of January 2022.
Wow. So had you been here before you decided to move, or you just thought,
No.
yep, this looks good. I'm going to come here. And
Yeah, I just moved in.
what was the appeal? What was the?
Mostly it's the music and the games because
Yeah.
Australia has like the biggest gaming industry, and plus I definitely wasn't going to the US because like the guns and stuff. For the UK, my brother's studying, so I didn't want to take away his freedom from college, and
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to the same country because like they'll be like, oh, come over or meet up. I mean, even though I'm an extrovert, I sometimes just want like be away from the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Australia was a good place. Australia, there are nice people. Everyone speaks English. Oh my God, that is very helpful. The roads are nice. It's very clean, and everything's pretty much reasonable. Like there are like a lot of rules from, compared to from where I came from, but like otherwise it's fair.
That's great. Yeah, no, that's because I've never been to Malaysia, so I can't really compare the two. But I'm glad that you're enjoying it here. That's
I'm
really
not from
nice.
Malaysia actually.
Oh, well, sorry. Well, I stand to be corrected. Can where are you from?
Where do you think I'm from?
I couldn't guess. I
Yeah.
couldn't guess.
Well, I'm pure Indian. I'm from India.
Oh, cool. Oh well, thanks.
Yeah, but I
It
just
adds a
studied
bit
in
more to the
Malaysia.
story.
Sorry.
It adds a bit more to the story. Yeah.
Otherwise, I just studied in Malaysia for 3 years to do my diploma. That's it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Have you travelled around much else? You've lived in Malaysia. You've lived in India. You lived in Melbourne now. Have you lived anywhere else?
Well, I did my junior high school in Lebanon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, you really have been around, hey?
Well, yeah, because of dad. Because like my dad works for United Nations.
Yep.
So
Oh, wow. Yeah.
yeah, he
A
helps.
diplomat.
Yeah, not really a diplomat. He's just a procurement officer.
Yep.
So
Yep.
he's pretty much the guy in the office, not the politics and stuff. So yeah, because of him, I got to like travel to a lot of different countries. I've been to Israel, Spain. Yeah, went to Spain, Barcelona, Madrid. Um, I even been to Maldives, beautiful place. Oh my God.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, but that was because of my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, hey, that's not a bad way to do things, hey.
Uh-huh.
So, how would you describe? Are you playing out live at the moment? Are you gigging?
No, I'm not confident in gigging yet. I'm slowly getting there because like even with the sets and stuff, even though I have sets, I have stage fright.
Oh, tell me about it. Yeah.
So that's why I'm like getting started with like streaming, and slowly I'll gig in the room, and then once people like love me, or like people in Melbourne request clubs to like hire me, I will go for it.
That's a great idea. I'd never thought about it that way. Like doing the streams is sort of a practice for being on stage. That's a
Yeah.
great way to do it.
Because even if you mess it up, you won't mess it up for someone else because it's your stream, If you do it in a club and you mess it up, they'll kick you out.
They'll be like, "Hey, why is that dreaded silence when something goes wrong."
Yeah.
Have you been have you sort of scoped where you'd like to? What would be your dream gig in Melbourne? Would you like to do? Rod
my-
Laver Arena
My
or
dream gig. My dream gig would be to like play in Ultra.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've heard
so
about this.
Ultra Festival.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant show. I mean, I've never been to one. I've only been to like Sunburn Festival.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was in India, and it wasn't as big because like people don't really care about EDM. But I missed the Ultra one, which was there recently. So I'm planning to go for the one next year.
Yeah.
Well, until then, I'll hopefully do something that will make good things.
Yep. Because I'm just thinking where you'd start off as a beginning electronic act. I think off the top of my head, Colour Club in North Melbourne would be a great place to start out. But I'll ask around and see where people do it. And see,
Yes, please.
when you're ready, yeah, we'll see
That'll
what
be
we
helpful.
can do.
Because I've been to like Blues Bar.
Yep.
Yeah, Blues Bar, and another club called Yaya's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
brilliant people. They were fun. They're like full of excitement. Oh my God, my legs hurt the next day.
Yeah, my everything hurt, especially my serotonin receptors.
Oh my
God, they were hurting for the next 2 days. Last time I went to Yaya, great club though. I mean, I remember. Yeah, no, I was there with my friend Chris, who was on the last podcast, and we had been at Molly's and Circuit during the evening as well. And by the time we were at Yaya, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and there was this really great DJ playing some really heavy music that was so good. No, I love that place. It's really good.
Yeah, a lot of friendly people too. Like they were very safe, a lot of security, etc. Nothing wrong could happen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think especially Smith Street, I think they pride themselves on being sort of a welcoming environment, like I've been hanging out on Smith Street for about 20 years now, and it's certainly changed, but there's still that sort of nice, it's not in the same way that maybe some inner city venues is there where you're sort of just there to be seen, and if you're not rocking up and buying a bottle of Grey Goose, like who are you, that sort of vibe. I think Smith Street, whilst there's still people that are out there to be seen, right? Like it's definitely sort of a cruisier vibe, I think.
Yes, it is. I mean, I went there like with my friends. It was Blake and Luke. Yeah.
Yep.
And I had fun. They even dropped me off, so it was.
This was
One-
at on Smith Street, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. We came back around like 3 a.m.
Ah,
But
yeah.
still, my legs were hurting. I couldn't walk the next day.
Had you been dancing or was it
Yeah, I
something
was
else?
dancing. I was
Yeah.
dancing with my friends because like I'm not gay.
Yep.
You know. So, and I went to a gay club because
Yep.
like my friends wanted to go. But honestly speaking, they were the nicest people I've been in clubs with. Like other people, they don't even approach you in other clubs. You know.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's kind of scary. But in gay club, they'll be like, "Hey, you wanna dance? How are you?" You know. We just dance. They don't do anything unless you make a move.
Exactly. And that's, look, I am gay and I do love going out to those gay venues, but I'm finding that even now the distinction between the gay and the straight bars is sort of fading. 20 years ago, like you went to a gay bar and it was just gay people. But now, like even somewhere like Circuit, like I was there and, my friend Chris is straight and he was talking to lots of cute girls. It's sort of, there's not these ghettos that I think there once were in the Melbourne music scene. I think it's all, especially now that everything is sort of online. It's not like, it's not like you'd go there just with the intent of picking up. You'd sort of go there and it's like, no, I'm just here to have fun and meet people and dance and listen to the music. And I think that's one of the really nice things about the way the Melbourne music scene's developed is that
Yeah.
a lot of the time, if you pick the right bar, you can just be there to have fun.
Yep. Everything is just connected within the music scene nowadays. So like if you vibe with that song, you'll vibe with that person, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just take a moment to thank our sponsor. I'm just going to thank my friend Rob Healy at Ghost Soul Mastering and Mixing. He's come on to sponsor the show, and I've used him with my stuff before. Really, really good. Hit him up on Instagram. Tell him Ben sent you, and you won't be disappointed. It'll be really, really good. So, what are you going to have happening next, Silver? What's next? Have you got some more music in the pipeline? Or
Yes, I have an album I'm working on. I'm not exactly sure if it's an album or an EP, but I have like currently like 6 songs that's finished.
Sweet, yeah.
Yeah, but I still have to like get it mixed and mastered before I
Yeah.
release it. But the latest one I'll be releasing is a remix I did for Pressure Points by Cetali.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and her have been working really hard for the whole month.
Yes.
I pretty much given away my assignments just so I could do that remix because she wants to release it in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah,
Pressure's
so-
on. Yeah.
before her new release next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be. You guys should definitely look out for that track.
Absolutely.
It is different. It has a whole different vibe. It's a little bit faster than the original, but it can definitely get you, feeling the signature sound of mine.
Yep.
Bass.
Yeah. So who's Cetali? I don't think I've met her.
She's actually my senior. She
Yep.
has around 20K listeners on Spotify.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has great connection. She's a great person. She's a singer. No, I'm not sure if she's a singer, but she's a producer.
Yep.
Producer. She plays a really good guitar. Her
Yeah,
riffs are crazy, and her tracks are awesome. You should check her out. She is mostly inspired by Illenium. Yeah, that's the one.
How do you spell Cetali?
Seetali.
Sweet. And is she at Box Hill as well? How did you
Yeah.
meet her? Oh, cool.
Boxel. I was just going through like Instagram, like Boxel Instagram. I
Yep.
saw a profile, pretty much, me being me, since I want to make connections, I straight up follow.
Yeah.
So once I followed her, I told her her track looked nice. Like, that track is like beautiful. The guitar she did is awesome. And she's like, hey, you want to do a remix? Because she never had a remix. And me being me, I only learned by doing remixes.
Yeah.
Because like, even though I do my original tracks, it wasn't as much fun, Because remixes, you have that little, what's that called? Template.
Yeah. The structure.
Yeah, the structure of, and you can do whatever you want to. But if you make your own things, you want to change it completely. And that doesn't really vibe with everyone. So the structure she gave me had all her stems for the sounds, the vocals. I tuned it completely.
Yep.
Just so, just in case of copyright. I tuned it completely. I asked her if I can do it as my assignment. She said okay. I sent it to her.
That's smart.
Yeah, I sent it to her. She loved it, and
Mm.
now she wanted it finished. So I'm finishing it.
Yeah, sweet. That's so exciting that you've remixed someone and they've just gone, yes, this is exactly what I wanted, and they're getting excited about it.
Yeah, it's really exciting to feel that because like I've done like a lot of remixes before. I've done remixes of Charlie XCX,
Yep.
XXX Tentacion,
Mm.
Kanye West, Wolves, all those. But like I didn't really get the excitement of like yes, this is great because like I didn't get any like criticism or feedback. Sure I have like friends who like listen to it. This is awesome, blah blah blah. But like Cetali being her, she gave her opinion and then she pretty much helped me out a bit. She was like, maybe we should put this, and when she put it, it blew my mind because the second drop which I had planned, she just added some arps to it and some chords, saw waves, and it changed the whole vibe to it. Now it just blows at you in the face, you know?
It's that two-way collab, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
it is fun. Like I remember one time for class we had to remix a Lord track from the Stems, and yeah, sure, it's fun, but I can imagine that if you had the actual artist there saying, "Oh yeah, that's sick," put this here as well, be a totally different experience. So I can imagine that was just amazing for you.
Yes, it was. Like I have actually like I do like as I mentioned, Fytch
Mhm.
is one of my favorite artists. I did make my sounds are actually I learned it from him.
Mm.
Like he has some old videos where he tried like 5 minute videos,
Yep.
5 minute make a song.
Ah, yeah.
So he tried making a song in 5 minutes, and he created a bass line during that stream.
Mm.
It was I don't know how fast he did, but
Mm.
it took me a while to copy it. And after I copied it, I changed around a few settings, and then I got my signature bass.
Mm.
But yeah, it was mostly through his help. And best part is like I'm not that close to him, but like whenever I text him, he does see it in like few days and reply to me.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good that your hero gets back to you. 'Cause Have you met Fitch in person? Or?
No, not yet. I'm planning to, but like he's pretty far.
Yeah.
So
But
maybe
that's
once I
so
earn.
cool. That's super cool that they're sort of respecting the fandom and getting back to you. I think. Do you find? Have you got? So you've got your Insta and you're starting up a. Have you started your Twitch and your YouTube yet? Or
I
that's,
actually had a Twitch. I streamed almost every day last year.
wow.
Yeah, because I had like a gap year and I didn't know what to do.
Yep.
So I streamed almost every day last year for like I think 2 or 3 months,
Hmm.
and I already have like almost 100 followers.
Yeah, sweet.
So start small.
Oh, 100's good. I mean, as of now, I think I've got about 58 followers on
Oh
YouTube.
wow, that's
So
awesome.
I thought, well, it's getting there, isn't it? I mean, I think every creative is sort of you can watch Australian Idol or The Voice or something like that, and you can go, wow, what I want is only 6 months away or something like that, or one big discovery away. Whereas really, the more I get into it, the more I'm sort of realizing, people like Joe Rogan or Ellen or Gary Vaynerchuk. Maybe you heard of that guy. He's a
Gary V.
Gary V, yeah,
Yeah.
Gary V, yeah. I've probably murdered his last name there, but I've been watching his stuff since I started the channel, and he's like, he's telling people, look, unless you're in this for years and years, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a big eye opener to me because you do get this idea that you're only one viral video away from being Mr. Beast, and making your entire income off your creative practice, but really. It's a marathon. It's something you've got to love. And then I think I don't know whether you find this as well. If you love it, it's not a chore. It's sort of something you'll do anyway.
More like it's like a hobby, but you're talented at it.
Yeah.
And like since you're a creative creator, you try to make money off of it. Like just like Joker's quote: "If you're good at something, never do it for free."
Yeah, that's actually a very good. Yeah, that's a very good quote. That one. Who said that? The Joker.
The Joker, yeah. I think Batman 2000 something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, look, I think I think this has been a great show. Thank you very much for having me on. It's been a real pleasure. So when your collab with Cetali's out, definitely just DM me and I'll make sure that it goes on all of my socials and we get out there. And yeah, it's been a real pleasure. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much. It was nice having. It was nice being here.
Cool. Thank you very much, Silver. Have a good one.
You too.